Good evening and welcome to Warhammer Wednesdays. Yeah, and a bottle of rum and all that. Welcome to our Shillings and Crossbones game. I believe it's episode 2. You salty, fishy freaks. And this is my party of well-worn weather wave riders. We'll start with Roger this week.
Hi, I'm Roger, and I'm playing Marcus Crownfist, the ogre. I'd say technically soldier, but he's a marine.
Excellent. On to Aaron.
Hey everybody, I'm Aaron, and I'm playing Giacomo Stragone. He is a Tillian human scryer, and I spent my the experience points that Jen generously gave us at the end of last session picked up the talent Beneath Notice, and I spent a little bit on willpower.
Excellent. Dan M.
Wait, did we get experience?
Yeah.
Yes. I believe I'll give you a first session boost of 100, I believe.
Okay, right, good to know. Hi, I'm Dan, and I'm playing the human physician by the name of Manfred Stadler, Manfred being a very common name in the Empire.
Excellent. And Dan P.
Hey, by gum! No, wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Evening all, I am Dan, and I'm playing the dwarf naval officer Craggy Sternhelm. I'm not going to sing for you this time because I'm sure that you all hated it last time.
Yeah. And last but not least, we've got Stu.
Hi, I'm Stu, and I'm playing Longshanks with an elven, unpronounceable name, of course, a high elf wizard's apprentice who is probably going to specialise in Azir or however you pronounce it, celestial magic. He's very tall, hence the name, copper blonde, black gold eyes, and he seems to be missing an ear tip from previous encounters. And so that he doesn't feel too out of place, he has a sort of adopted a duelist cum pirate persona as a navigator on a pirate ship, although he didn't really want to be there to start with.
Excellent. So I believe we left the last session, I could be wrong, ready to, at least we'd got another option of getting away from Marienburg, and you were going, well, at the moment you've got an offer to sail with the Captain Jack Bastard, the scourge of the seas. Yeah, so you and your employer, who goes by the name of Johann von Kurtstander. Yes, and as far as I can remember, you had an encounter with Kernigan Smythe, the swine pirate, and he basically he wants the book and the noble, and there's also you've had some ghostly apparition type seeking the book as well, going by the name of Keel or Klaus. Jangle, drag. Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing? So I presume, right, so it'll be morning and everybody's up and about in the... We moved taverns, didn't we? We moved to the salty... Yes. It's a salty sea dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're up. You're really the only sort of people in there. And yeah, Mr. Bastard's in there as well. He's looking quite rough. You definitely wouldn't like to meet him down a dark alley.
Giacomo would have actually tried to get up before sunrise because he wanted to slip out and try to recover the body of Captain Ogwald, or at least parts of it.
Okay.
And his tricorn hat.
Okay, well, you have found out in your investigations, you slipped out, but obviously not many places are open at that point. But you have found out that he is at the premises of Soylent Pete Furniture, who is an undertaker.
Currently turning him into a green foodstuff.
Yes, absolutely. That's his brother. But yeah, you do know that his body's there, and probably the rest of his possessions. Although his possessions might be given to his next of kin. Or indeed taken by the state.
Wait, he has next of kin?
It's a possibility. The rest of you are up and supping your water or watered down ale, and you've got some cheese and hardened bread on the go. Johanna has splashed the cash a little bit and made sure that you want for nothing in your hunger and your thirst. It's not the best, but it will do. And as you sit eating your breakfast, you think back to those ghostly and moist nightmares that you had last night.
Is Mr. the Bastard in the common room at the moment?
Yeah.
So
thank you, Anomaly, for my reroll. That's very kind.
No.
So, Captain Bastard, are you a long-term sea dog, or is this just a bit of a trip round the old Horn for you?
Well, I be sailing those seas for quite a while now. I do.
Sorry, what did you say?
I be sailing those seas for quite a while. I do, and yeah, I mean, I've been semi successful, I'd say, in most of my piracy and privateering. You know, but I earn quite a good silver shilling or two.
So, how much is this boat of yours going to cost us to hire?
Well, that's between me and your employer.
I see.
You are expected, of course, to carry out most of the jocular duties on board.
Yes. What crew have you actually got yourself?
Oh, I've just got a couple, but yeah, you'll be doing most of the menial jobs. Knowing that, learning the ropes, we'll call it. Yeah.
Well,
you don't want to be crossing old Jack.
Yeah.
Because Jack can be a bastard.
Sorry, are you Jack?
Yeah.
Right. I'm glad we've cleared that up. And that's just.
And actually, yes, before you ask, I was born out of wedlock.
I wasn't going to ask. I didn't think it was any of my business, really.
Well, just put things straight before we get any further.
Indeed.
But
yes,
there is a thing that's cropped up, and that is that we won't be able to leave straight away. It'll have to be tonight or early in the morning.
Why would that be?
Because I'm awaiting on some cargo, some very, very, very valuable cargo.
Goats, chickens, the odd dwarf or two?
Right. I'm not trying to be a happence swine pirate by taking livestock on my ship. Oh. Yeah. The ebon shark is indeed it's the scourge of the salty seas.
Fair enough.
What kind of boat is it?
It's one with a sail.
What kind?
It's you bastard, Roger. It's a small one, but it does the job.
Is it like a flute?
Yeah.
Not a musical instrument.
Oh dear.
You don't know much about sailing, do you?
Don't believe the dwarf beat me to it.
Yeah, the elves like to play it. Seen them.
Yes, twittery dancing around the maypole. And all that. That
What you
would
need
be
is
that would be my wood elf cousins that live, somewhere down south. Uncultured, uneducated,
Bet they're skinny too.
even skinnier.
Is that possible?
Yes. Well, you see, they only eat acorns and daisies.
I visibly shudder at that.
Outrageous.
They do, however, have very sharp arrows and pretty good with the bow. So you're probably best to not taunt them about only eating flowers and acorns.
Probably because they're so grumpy.
Yeah, that's probably why they're so grumpy. You're quite right.
I think we could use a bigger boat.
Yeah, with a big fella like yourself, we don't really want something too small, do we?
What about one of them nice big man of wars? That would be good.
Wouldn't we need a few more people to man it, though, really?
Yeah. Doesn't sound like a me problem.
True.
I want to try and raid you if you're in a man of war.
If we sort of slowly move away from Mr. LeBastard and just sort of like get another table nearby. So, gents, I'm just wondering whether we should maybe go and have a quick look at this boat that pirate captain bastard has told us all about. The Ebon Flow, was it, or something like that?
Ebon Shark.
Ebon Shark. Oh yeah, that's it. The Ebon Shark. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe we should just, seeing as we're not going to be sailing for another day, maybe we should just go and have a quick look.
Oh, and dwarf's like down in can have a big glass of beer. That sounds like a good idea. Go have a look at it.
At this point, Giacomo gets back to the inn. Tavern.
Well, hello there. The Wanderer returns.
Oh, General. I'm sorry.
It's all right, I had to bite my tongue.
So, where have you been then?
I had that errand to run. I was looking to see where the body of Captain Ogwald was, and I tracked him back to an Undertaker, an individual named Silent Pete. I'd like to recover the body and some of his possessions before we sail, if we can.
You're not into anything creepy, are you?
Absolutely not.
Because otherwise you need to go hang out with Manfred. I'm watching you, Manfred.
What sort of outstanding features did the man have?
Which one?
The one that's dead. Basically.
He had lots of scars.
Did he?
And he was missing the end of his nose.
Did he have could Giacomo pass himself off as potentially his long lost nephew?
'Tis possible.
I might suggest that to Giacomo then. Giacomo, have you thought that maybe you could go and make a claim for his possessions and body by pretending to be his rightful heir?
I see no reason not to give that a try. That's a very good idea,
I'm
Mr. Longshanks.
not sure if, I mean, he'd probably need to draft up some false documents, wouldn't you? Something that says I am whoever.
Well, he
nephew
was simply a pirate. I'm hoping that he'll just go into a pauper's grave anyway. Perhaps he'll just be happy to have somebody take the body off his hands. I don't want any of his valuable possessions, just his body and perhaps his old hat.
Well, it's worth a try then, isn't it? I think.
Are we going then?
If you would care to accompany me, I would appreciate the assistance.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, you never know when somebody might need an axe in the back.
You'll never hit a man in the back.
Mr. Bastard takes you out to and shows you his boat. It's quite an average sized boat. It looks a bit like a flute. You've seen bigger, definitely bigger. It looks like there's about 12 crew would run this.
Right.
Looks flimsy.
I think we need something bigger.
No, just something tougher. The dwarfs, they build mighty ships. Even when they're small and compact, they're tough.
Are you sure they ain't just far away?
Johan comes out the toughness one. Well, you fellows are privateers, aren't you? Couldn't you battle some pirates and steal their ship?
If it's a bigger one and they don't blow you out of the water with cannon.
Oh, they may have cannon, but we have ogre.
Yeah, not so good at 200 yards though.
Well, we could mount you in a catapult.
You could try.
I don't like to be mounted, especially in a catapult.
No, not you. You'd be useless to fire at the enemy ship.
Be much easier to load you, little one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it wouldn't be the first time that's happened to me. Quickest way to board an enemy ship. Straight over.
Does it have a crow's nest? Is it quite a lot? I mean...
Yeah, it's got a crow's nest, yeah.
Okay, that's always a good sign. I think it's big enough, gentlemen. I mean, the problem is the bigger the ship we take on, the more crew we're going to need, and
the more people who may take it upon themselves to try to take the treasure from us after we get it.
Correct.
Or more people to share the treasure with.
Indeed.
It doesn't matter the size of the crew. The second we bring on another crew, they're definitely going to try and steal the treasure off us.
Just automatically, a crew is better.
Yeah, because it's easier to kill them.
Indeed.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
It also has a figurehead. Well, it should be a figurehead, but it's just a big black fist.
What, at the front?
Yeah.
Just be like,
yeah.
That for ramming by any chance, maybe?
Yeah.
No, fisting.
Fisting one ship to another. Yeah.
No, it's the figurehead. The Ebon Fist.
Right.
I thought it was called the Ebon Shark.
It is, but the figurehead's called the Ebon Fist.
But sharks don't have fist.
Exactly.
I see.
Surely it would have been better to have like a shark's head, the pointiness at the front.
Why would I have a shark's head?
Well, because you called it the Ebon Shark.
No, somebody else called it the Ebon Shark. Where I wanted a different name. But
just change its name.
Well, it's I suppose you could call it the Ebon Sharky Fist or the Ebon Fist Shark or don't know, but it's a big fist anyway on the front of the ship.
The Ebon Fist of Shark. All right, okay. Yeah.
Well, at least
So
we'll
then-
definitely not lose the ship here at the port. It's quite
No.
distinct.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And
Aye.
such workmanship on that fist as well. I shall say, raising an eyebrow and walking off.
What does it have in the way of armaments?
Armament, it does have. It has 2 cannon. And it also has a ballista.
At least it's got cannon.
Cannons aren't everything. My Grunhilde, she had a big old bolt thrower mounted on the gun deck. Oh, she was beautiful. Oh, Grunhilde.
What we shall do going forward is, if you do happen to come across a ship, we'll get some pictures of a ship, and then you can build it how you want, or armor it out how you want, or weaponize it how you want, and we'll get it put down and put online, so we can show the viewers what it looks like and stuff.
Oh, that'll be fun.
If you happen upon a ship later on.
I can't wait to do some boarding actions.
Step 1, nick a bigger ship.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
So,
well,
let's get
what's
sailing
the
this one.
Hey, then, are we
first.
going to find his treasure or what?
oh, we've got something else
And
we
is-
have to
is
do
it still the
first.
scouts, like, you notice a few people turn around and look at you.
Hey, this
He's
guy's
out
gonna
his
be
head
the,
off again, is he?
he's gonna be the death of us.
Hmm. Let's get him on the ship as soon as possible, I think.
You can't get them on yet because I'm waiting for some cargo.
What's
Yes,
your cargo?
That'll be none of your business, boy.
Well, it is our business because we're going to be getting on your boat. With the
I
random
pick
accent there.
scrub.
We're going to be getting on your ship, and that means that any danger that comes with that cargo is also our danger.
There's no danger of the cargo.
Yeah, whenever someone says that, I don't believe them.
Is it grub?
Is it what?
Food.
Grub, food.
Scrap? Yeah. Well, no, it's not.
Hmm.
Giacomo's kind of turned and he's strolling away to finish his errand that he wanted to take care of before we left.
I'm going with the Tillion. You are Tillion, aren't you?
Indeed.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Not going to argue with some numpty pirate. Craggy follows Giacomo. Figures he's probably going to get into some trouble and might need some help.
That's true.
And also he's like got this wibbly power, and Craggy thinks that might be useful at some point.
Manfred, I think we should go see if we can get a bit of armor.
You know I can't work with armor. Why don't we go shopping to get you some armor?
I thought a bit of leather might be a good idea.
It's not my intention to get in any fights, dear boy.
Hey, you might get shot.
Ogre armor's expensive.
Besides, some of it strapped for pennies at the moment.
Right, well, I'm going to go and look for some
Well, my
leather
friend,
armor.
I'll wait
Not the
in the
fancy
tavern.
ogre stuff.
You go and do your things, and then I'll wait for you in the tavern. And then when you're done, I'll see you back here.
Right.
So Giacomo's heading off with Craggy? No,
Yep.
Manfred.
No,
Craggy,
Craggy.
yep.
Manfred's gone back to
to-
the bar.
To Silent Pete the Undertaker to see if he can convince him to release the body of Captain Ogwald.
Okay, you're greeted by a tall, really pale-skinned man. He is balding head. He's got quite a thin black pencil moustache, but you notice that he's actually coloured it black rather than it being black naturally. And his grey hair on his head runs around the side, leaving top bald, but there are strands of hair that has been brushed across the top. And he leans down towards you and says, "How may I help you, my friend? Do you have one that's passed?"
No, but I believe that you have one that has passed, that I am interested in claiming his body.
And which one would that be, my friend?
The pirate that was hung yesterday, Captain Ogwald.
Ogwald. Yes. I presume you have a letter or a mark?
Absolutely not. I do not have anything, but I would like to claim his body anyway, so tell me what I must do.
His possessions to go to the state.
Oh, you misunderstand. I do not want his possessions. I want his body.
No, I'm sorry. No, they're to be buried and to be burned.
So if you're going to burn his body, perhaps I can just take part of it. You see, he wrecked my entire ship. He killed my surrogate father. He destroyed my friends. I want something to remember his suffering by. I would happily give you a couple of silver shillings, say, for his hands. They're going to be burned up anyway.
Have you thought about joining a glee club? Maybe that would be better. Lighten your mood a little bit rather than bits of body.
No, I'm quite happy that he is dead. I'd like something to remember his death by.
Hold to the memories that we all hold dear. I couldn't let you have part of his body. I have a reputation to report with.
But I won't tell anyone.
It's not the case of not telling. It's the fact that I know that I did something like this.
Is it illegal?
It's not illegal. It's immoral.
He's dead. You're going to burn his body.
And his body is in my care.
And he was definitely immoral.
He's not in your care? Then whose care is he in?
He is in my care. That's what I'm saying.
Well, how about this? I will help you. Transport his body to wherever it needs to go to be burned.
That's not necessary. I have employees that will help with that.
Well, then may I at least see the body?
Oh, of course, but I'd rather you didn't approach the body.
I understand what you wish.
I've seen your sort before, and I've let them in the room and left them with them, and came back to horrific scenes. Yes.
Oh, I would not want his to mess my clothes, even though his blood by now will have been congealed. But
it's more of a joining that I was worried about.
Of a joining?
Yeah.
You mistake me, my friend. I have no interest in anything of that nature.
Well,
hang on a minute. What? Join? Yeah, you've got to be kidding me.
I am just merely a little bit perplexed on why your friend has a fetish for dead parts of people.
Well, I will admit I wasn't expecting this conversation to go the way it's gone. However, the man was deeply evil, and he's troubled a lot of people. And my friend here simply wants a memento to remember the bastard suffered right at the end. So if we just nick a finger or something, it doesn't have to be anything, just a little something. And then he can go, "Ha, you bastard," every time he sees his finger around his neck. I mean, that's really weird. Why am I saying that? Anyway, could you just do it?
I'd rather you left the premises now, please.
Oh, don't make me get Gunhilda out. Please. Let's just keep this civil.
If you would, please.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. He starts getting for his hand on his back. He's like, "I'm getting Gunhilda out. Don't make me do it."
He opens the door and points towards the outside of it. If you would, please.
All right. I'm going to leave, but Giacomo's going to get his finger.
If you would both leave, please.
But you did tell me that you could show me the body.
That was until your small friend started to...
Craigie's now walking around the outside of the building as if there's another way in.
That is until your small friend started threatening me with his Hilda, whatever that is.
Can I try to do an intimidation check to argue my way into the back? It's not going to go well because I'm pretty green at this, but what's the difficulty?
I would say it's got to be an average difficulty.
Just challenge. Okay, average. Got it.
Yeah.
Nope. Marginal failure. I will spend my 1 reroll thanks to non-anomaly and give it another shot.
Go for it.
You got that 50-50 chance.
Nope. Because rerolls never work for me.
Okay. And
So-
because we're trying to threaten each other. He tries to intimidate you.
Okay.
Oh, well, he fails as well. Now, if you would, sir, the door is open.
All right. If this is the way you wish to play it, I understand. And Giacomo will leave and do the same thing. He's going to look around the building, see if there's another way in.
Yeah, while this is all going on, is Craiggie's made his way to the back because he figures there's going to be somewhere to put like coffins out on like a carriage.
Yeah, there's a big gate, and yeah, there's a way into the yard. There's like an horse and carriage there.
Craigie just strolls in like he belongs there.
Okay. There's a chap who's in sort of, he's got like a nice white sort of shirt on, tunic, and he's wearing black, sort of like a black apron. Smells really funny, really, really funny. Something really nasty, but yeah, and he's smoking a pipe, leaning up against a brick wall, a lot while against the gateway. You all right there, my friend?
Oh, aye. Yeah, I'm just going in. He just carries on walking.
You're expected, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. He's in there anyway.
Cheers. Thank you. He goes in. Craigie just walks in. Like I said, like he belongs there. He's not like messing around. Craigie's very good at giving that air of, yeah, he's meant to be here type thing.
Okay.
And then he gets through the door and he's like, right, which way would it be now?
I think we do need some sort of roll, though, to be fair.
What could I use? Could I maybe use like leadership? Like I own the place? I don't know. Leadership. I'm not trying to charm them. They're weirdly, I could charm animal 57. That's weird. Why would I do that? Cool. Maybe I'm being really cool.
Yeah, definitely a cool. Let's have a cool test.
Okay, a cool test. Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, what? No, that's only +1. I think I've got some advantage left on from last week, but it's only +1. I still succeed. Succeed.
Yep, you get your way in there. You're on it together.
Lovely. Craigie knows what this body looks like, so he's looking for the body. I'm guessing they don't have it's not like a real morgue. They don't have fridges. Probably got maybe like a thing of salt or something. I don't know. But no, Craigie's looking around for his body. He's gonna try and nick a finger before he gets caught.
Okay, you wander around Giacomo now, and the gate's open at the back.
Hello, my good friend. I'm looking for my partner, a dwarf. He would have come this way.
Small chap, beard.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, thank you very much. And Giacomo will walk in as well.
Okay, you look through into this room, Craigie, and you see lying on a few tables some bodies that are covered up with a blanket. Well, not a blanket, like a sheet.
All right, I'm gonna go in and start open. I'm talking to you on my accent. I'm gonna go in, and Craig's gonna go in and start sort of peeking under what he thinks is the head, because he doesn't want to look at the bottom end. Just wants to look at the top end.
Okay, you lift one up, and what looks like Ugwold, but his literally eyes have popped out and are sort of lay on his cheeks.
That's what you get, you bastard. Yeah, lucky, because his
tongue sort of, he leaning towards on his tongue sort of hanging out.
Yeah, you bastard. I was going to get you with my axe. I'm taking a finger for Giacomo. And I get like a little dagger out and cut off a little finger. Right, I'm out of here. Oh, hey, no, I'm guessing that was you, not the.
At this point, Giacomo, you notice the door is ajar, and you sort of poke your head round, and you see Craggy looking around the bodies, and he's found one.
Ah, my friend, you're way ahead of me.
Oh, don't do that! Jesus Christ! Oh, sorry, not Jesus. Oh, Sigma. No, wait. I'm dwarf. Let's get my ancestors. Oh, by Gugly! Jeez. Oh, God, scared the living daylights out of me.
My apologies. My apologies, Captain.
I've got a finger. I've got a finger for you.
We need much more than that. Well, let me take a look at the body.
What? Why do you need more than a finger? I thought you just said it was for revenge.
I lied. And Giacomo will take the 2 eyes that have popped out. He'll pull them out by the optic nerves and put them in a little bag.
You hear the door shut behind you.
Oh, that's like, so. That'll just be a moment. And then he pulls his cutlass out and he starts to just kind of slowly try to separate the hands. You see, there's so many small bones in the hand, and I need lots of small bones from this man, and his eyes, so he cannot see and go in Moore's garden.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Stand aside, and he just wallops the hands off with his axe. He's got a massive axe. It's going to take a hand clean off.
As you ready your axe, you look over towards the door, and there's a young lady, rather gaunt-looking lady. She looks like she hasn't been fed for a while, and her hair is wet and black, and it hangs loose at the side of her head.
Yeah, right there, lassie.
What are you doing?
Oh, we're attending to the body. Please come and assist us.
Yes, but
we're here to take him to his burning point.
Maybe I could dance for you while you cut the body.
Oh, and absolutely. Feel free.
Sort of rubbing her hand up against the wall and sort of smacking the wall and smacking the tables and dancing.
Giacomo leans in pretty close to Craggy. He's like, all right, this has gone a little bit far. We should be leaving as soon as possible.
Well, I told you just to take the damn finger, didn't I?
It is the dance of the death. And she's sort of swaying round and she sort of hovers down to the floor. Ooh.
Yes, you're an excellent dancer. I must say, I'm very... Oh, yes, of course. Let us finish our work here, Craggy, and leave her to her dance of death.
Shh.
Craggy just turns on and is like, boom. Takes one hand, goes on to the other side, boom. Takes the other hand.
Shh. Don't forget the fingers.
Oh, they're attached to the hands. Never. We're good.
Here you go, Giacomo. Oh, that's disgusting. I can't.
Oh, thank you.
Why did I offer to come with you?
Right. We're going to boil all the flesh off just so I have the bones. That's all I need.
You're not making it any better, Giacomo. I thought you were all right.
Oh, indeed. There was an old sea witch on his ship that I was forced to work with her, a Lady Laveau, and she taught me many tricks about the bones.
All right. Like I said, you've got that wibbly thing, and it might come in handy later. Right. Well, we Dowie are not known for our dancing skills, so I'm going to leave you now, lassie. Oh my God, what is that?
It's all right. I shall dance while I'm following you.
It's perfectly all right there, miss. I would say, though, do you know where his hat is? Do you often dance back here?
I don't wear a hat while I'm dancing.
No. The dead man's hat. Do you know where his hat is?
I'm not from here.
All right. Well, feel free to follow us then. We're going back. We're going back to the port.
You notice that there's a couple of footlockers in this room.
Are they locked?
No, they're not.
So he'll flip open the footlockers. He's just looking for Captain Ogwald's tricorn if he finds it.
There's a few hats and bits and bobs of clothes and that. And yes, you find that this rather impressive but battered hat.
This is it. This was the hat the bastard was wearing. This will come in handy. All right, we may go now.
Ooh, la 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 la.
Your dancing is magnificent. Feel free to follow us if you so choose.
You sort of turn around and she isn't there. and you can just hear a sing. Ooh.
We should probably go before we get more attention.
I am with you, my friend. This is very unusual.
The bookie book.
What book?
Book.
Well, then,
He wants the book.
Giacomo turns around and looks for
the book. Is the book. You need to give us the book.
Clap on a stick.
The book.
Are you working for that weirdo that turned up last night?
And there is this horrific smell of rotten fish. And you realise that you're stood in water. Just a smidgen, but it is like a puddle.
Did the dwarf urinate himself again?
You're lucky you're not here, Manfred.
But then I think you're right, Craig. I think we should perhaps, with great haste, leave.
We spent too much time around the dead. Let's go. Also, this is not good. This dancing witch lady, she's undead. Zangaraz. No. We're in trouble if we're being pursued.
Then perhaps we should make haste and try to convince the captain to leave as quickly as possible.
Aye. Craggy's gripping Grunhilda a bit tighter now. He's actually...
And Giacomo has stuffed the hands into another bag. Not the same one as the eyes, because he doesn't want the eyes to squish.
Okay. So you went off quickly, squelching along the way until your shoes become dry again. And you end up back at the dock. Was anybody else doing anything different? Stu? You were getting some armor, I believe, Roger.
Yeah, I just wanted to get some of the like a leather jack. Leather jack.
Leather jack.
Yeah, don't do the ogre armor because I'm an imperial ogre.
Okay. So, how much money are we playing with? What sort of quality are we looking for?
A standard run-of-the-mill leather jack. Because money is limited.
Leather jack is 12 silver.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I didn't realise you were looking for that. I've got the book open.
Yeah, mine's just taking, for some reason, everything's taking an age to load tonight.
Yeah, so basically that's what I'm trying to buy.
Okay. So you go to this, it's sort of half market, half stall. There's sort of no roof to the actual building itself where it is. It looks like it's been blown away for quite some time. But there is a wooden sign that has the words burnt into it, Arthur's Leathers. And there's a rather gruff-looking gentleman behind there, and he wears a leather apron, and he's got himself a little sort of little like pliers, but the probably old punches or something in his hand. What can I be doing for you, sir?
Oh, I'm looking for a leather jack.
Oh, a leather jack to fit you? Oh, that's a lot of leather, that is, sir. And, I suppose I've got this one. I made it for a rather large gentleman, but I believe that it could fit you. And he goes and gets this great big tent of a jacket out from the back. And he sort of has to drag it on the floor. It's that big. This is an absolute bargain at 17 silver pennies, sir.
Oh, I haven't got that much.
Oh, it's such a shame.
Can you not do it for these? I hold out my fist with 12 shillings in.
Oh, I'm afraid not, sir. Is your friend able to help you?
I'm on my own.
All right. Maybe you could trade something else. Do you own anything else?
I don't know. All right, I guess I'll have to look elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, sir.
And I walk off and
Hold on a
look
second,
around.
sir. You don't have to go just yet. Why don't we call it 14 shillings, sir?
Like I said, I've got this.
Oh,
It's
you've got
12.
a bit more hidden there. It's all about bartering, sir.
It might be, but I ain't got time for that. I've got.
Jacket, don't you, sir?
I'm going to seed like in the morning, so I've got to get it now.
Okay, you've bent my fist. 12 shillings it is.
I hand the money over.
Okay. And he sort of tries to lift this jacket up, but
I just pick it up.
Indeed. Pleasure doing business with you, sir. What did you say your name was, sir?
I didn't, but it's Marcus.
Okay. I'm very pleased to meet you. Was it I didn't talk? Was it Marcus?
Marcus Crown Fist.
I didn't want to call you the wrong thing. I didn't want to get bludgeoned to death with your fists.
That would be very uncivilized.
Yeah, indeed.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Don't hit me, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoy the jacket, sir.
Well, if it's good, I might be back for more when I'm back in port.
Oh, it'll be good. It'll be very good.
Well, thank you very much. And I walk off and head back towards the inn.
Okay, Stu, are you doing anything in particular, or?
No. I might just have followed Giacomo and Craggy just to make sure that they didn't get into too much trouble. So when they're coming out of the place, I'll be across the street or something.
Okay, as you all get back, or as you get close to the dock again, could you all make me a perception roll, please?
And try.
Perception of 39. Let's go. Oh, wow.
Nice. Man, I have not passed a test in this campaign yet. Wow.
I've also got excellent vision as well, haven't I? Or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, those of you
I actually passed.
Okay, you notice as you get closer to the docks, there is something that's doing. There's just something not quite right around here, and you can't quite put your finger on it. But as you get closer, you notice that it's pigs. There's just the odd pig or two, and as you get closer to the docks, there's more pigs.
Oh,
As you get quite close to the dock, it looks like there's literally. These pigs should be falling over the side of the dock. There's loads of them.
Right. They're not all heading for the Ebon Fist, are they, or whatever he's called?
They are in that direction, but they're sort of in between the fist and in between. Sorry, you've got me calling it the fist now. They're in between. They're in between the shark and in between the salty dog.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Where's our noble, and is he with Manfred?
The noble was.
Well, I'm in the salty dog. I don't know where he is.
Yeah. So yeah, Manfred. So Manfred and Johan, you're sort of sitting there. I don't know why I'm talking to myself actually. Yeah, Johan, you're sort of sitting there and this thing. But yeah, you're sort of sitting there, and Jack Bastard's in there as well. He gets up and leaves. He says, my cargo's here. I'll be back in a bit. And off he goes. And as you're sat there, you notice a couple of swine come wandering through the door. And then there's the young, deformed boy who comes through, a mutated young chap.
Salty Bob.
Yeah, Salty Bob. You recognise him, Salty Bob. Yeah, I mean, if it was possible, he could be some sort of maybe half goblin or half sort of some weird sort of
Definitely
hybrid.
not the love child of Weenie Sod.
No, definitely not. No, his hair does look perfect though. What little hair he does have, but he walks in followed by the crooked smile of Kernigan Smythe. Where be me book then, son, and where be me noble? Glad to have you here. So you be joining me on me voyage then, yeah?
The physician kind of puts on his spectacles and kind of looks him up and down a bit and goes, yes.
That'd be good. So we're ready to go. So if you wouldn't mind, let's even start it with a joke. A man walks into a butcher's and he says, got a pig's head? And he says, no, it's just the way you part me hair. I said,
I don't get it, sorry.
He said, part his hair, you know. Right. So, and then you notice there's 5 more chaps behind him that have come in, and they're all armed with cutlasses. And what once were very fine coats, but are now rag tag, holy velvet coat that stink. These chaps, they just look like the stereotypical, haven't had a wash for 7 years, pirates. Now, me and my crew, we've come for you. So, if you wouldn't mind.
I'm terribly sorry. I'll wait here first for the.
We don't be wanting you. We were wanting Johan. So over you come.
Oh well, that's fine. I'll have another drink.
Stands up, and he sort of looks at you. Okay.
There's more of them. I ain't doing anything.
Looks like I'm coming with you, Captain Smythe. Yeah, you be coming with me. And
I'll have a drink.
He leaves the tavern with old Kernigan.
When he comes out, can Craggy be standing there with an axe to a pig's throat?
As you approach, you see Kernigan, 5 rather looking rough sods, and a young mutated boy, leave with Johan.
He's got a treasure book.
Aye. It looks like the pirate's trying to swindle us. I gave him a fair warning.
Hold it there, lads. There ain't no crooked ideas here, right? I don't want no arguing. Yeah, he's a coming with us. The deal was made with me first, so I think you give me that first dibs. Yeah, first dibs.
Absolutely not.
The rule of dibs. You know the rule of dibs because you've sailed the seas. He's mine. I had first.
I'm afraid, Kernigan, it's the E with the biggest axe, and I've got a bigger axe. He's coming with us, and if you argue, I'm going to kill you, your men, and then I'm going to kill your piggies and make them into bacon.
And he pulls these 2 pistols out.
Take your best shot, pal.
This one's called Dwarf, and this one's called Killer. I see what I did there, sunshine. Now you be staying back, because I don't want to be shooting no lead in your eye. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to whip Jim.
You say too often.
Jim, I'm going to whip him.
You're going to whip him?
Yeah. I'm going to
Go
get my
for it.
whip out and I'm going to try and whip these pistols out of his
You
hands.
can try and give it a crafty whip.
Exactly. I'm going to give him a crafty whip. Let's see what happens. Oh, I've whipped myself.
You've got to reroll.
I think I might re-roll that one.
Non-anomaly gave us all a reroll, so
Rerolls never work.
I know, but it can't get much worse than.
I mean, no, true.
Don't jinx it.
Let's try again.
Yay!
Oh, on his right arm.
Okay. He will obviously try and dodge out the way of that.
Outrageous. Can he dodge? It's a ranged attack.
Well, it's not really, it's a melee attack. He's not chucking something at him. It's
I
like,
was just reading the stats on it. So I was just...
it could be. Yeah.
It does come under ranged, but
Oh, does it come
Yeah,
under range?
if-
Well, it can't
But
dodge
if it's point blank, you can still dodge it.
yeah, it doesn't. You know, it's a whip, isn't it? You know, you can get out of the way of a whip, surely.
it. Where are we?
Unless, of course, you don't want to.
Did you just say unless I don't want to?
No, he doesn't.
Ooh.
I'm going to use my reroll. Yeah.
That's fair.
Ooh.
Rerolls never work, Jim. You know that.
Well, my rolls never work. You should know that by now.
Oh, he's dodged it.
He did dodge it.
So he gives out a and he sort of backs
Can't
off,
wait to
and
bury
his
you in
five
my
sort of
head.
men come thugs, come pirate types, all sort of step forward and fall along in front of him as he sort of hobbles down the dock away from you.
Giacomo just
But-
yells out,
In your whippingness,
Yeah.
he has let go of Johan, and he's off with his mutated boy next to him.
But his men have stayed to teach us a lesson.
Yeah, his men have stayed behind to give you some grief. Okay, so it's initiative time, boys. So if you would like to let me know your initiative.
Giacomo's initiative is 40.
40. Oh dear.
Not particularly fast. Well, not
So
pagan level
So
fast.
slow, Aaron.
Roger?
16.
Well, you are an ogre after all.
Jumpy?
29.
Okay. Dunham?
31.
And last but not least, Stu.
55.
Lovely jubbly.
That's what you get for being an elf.
Yeah.
And
Only advantage, isn't it?
let me just see what my ours have got. Initiative of 30. What a load of cack. Okay, right. So, first to go is Mr. Stewart.
Okay.
Long shanks. You
I am going to.
pull back from your whip attack that is sort of, he dodges out of the way, but let's go of the young noble as he sort of starts scampering down the dock.
Okay. I think I shall just aim the whip at the nearest bad guy
Go for it.
towards us. Challenging. Blah, blah, blah. There we are.
Wow, nice.
That's more like it.
Ouch. Okay, so you've entangled him.
Ah,
So how do we do the entangle test?
it does some damage, but not a massive amount. And then the entangle, I think, is something to do with strength tests, if I remember rightly.
Okay.
Don't.
Yeah, strength equal in value to your strength characteristic. When entangling opponent, you cannot otherwise use the weapon to hit, obviously, and you can end the entangle whenever you like. So they have to make strength tests against my strength characteristic 32.
Lovely. Okay.
Yeah. And it does. Sorry, how do you roll damage on this, by the way?
Should just have a damage profile.
Yeah, what's the damage on the whip?
5. So
It should.
Whip is +5.
as in that includes my strength as well.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's.
Oh, I see. I should have rolled whip, shouldn't I, rather than rolled ranged entangling test. Right. And then it rolls the damage for me. Like that.
Yes.
That'll do. Okay.
So are you just using the whip to smash him one, or are you using it to entangle?
It does both. So you hit them for some damage and then you entangle them.
Yep.
Oh yeah, qualities entangle. It says there like that. So blah, 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 blah. 8 damage. Okay.
And he's entangled. So while he's entangled, I can't use the weapon to do anything else, which is fairly obvious, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Lovely jubbly. Okay. Second, Aaron.
Well, Giacomo is pretty green, but he's Tillian blood is up, so he will charge in at one of these pirates with his cutlass
Excellent.
and try to hit.
I just get the feeling as the initiative goes,
God.
the last
Finally.
person to act is going to do the most like brutal damage.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, he almost killed me with one punch. I mean, for the love of God, he'll kill all 3 of the pirates. I'll just be standing
Some
next to him.
fucker's going to get some. That's all I'm saying.
Well, he automatically, when he hits somebody, he gets to move over them and strike again anyway, even if they're not dead. I mean, the ogres are just insane in hand-to-hand. I love it. I can't wait to see this happen.
Yeah.
We also forgot the double damage when I punched you.
Oh, I know. I should be dead. I knew I should have been dead.
Yeah, but you were probably holding your blow, right? That's probably what
Yeah, he wasn't trying to
It
kill him.
was a GM fate point.
He wasn't trying to kill him anyway.
So you roll a 32. He's obviously going to try and defend himself.
Ooh.
Have some of me. Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty good, Jim.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Aaron. Yeah. Not so bad this campaign.
He's this guy's not a fighter like Hagen. He's gonna get his
next is Mr. Dan M.
So Manfred will get a bottle of drink, pour himself another glass, lean in the doorway against the window frame, take a sip of his drink, and wait for someone to get critically injured.
Excellent.
That'll be me soon.
Damn it, I'm not a fighter.
Excellent.
Right, it's their go. Oh, how exciting. Right, so how many is there outside? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So one of them is going to be struggling against your whip, Stu.
Yeah.
Then one of them is going to come at you, Stu, and there'll be one on each of you other than that. Okay. So we'll go for Stu first. So the guy who is trying to struggle free. Oh, oof. Is that free?
I believe so, yeah. Well,
I just like to say,
does it go on my original roll, or does it go on?
Yeah, he has to get enough success levels to beat the number of success levels of your attack.
Of my original, right, which is +4, right?
So he does.
But he still makes 2 progress.
Yeah, he makes 2 progress. He's still got next turn. He's got to keep at it.
Okay.
And the next one attacks you, and he comes beaming in with his sword.
What the hell's going on?
I've never had this many successes ever.
Can I? So I've got options now. I can parry with a dagger, or I can dodge.
I'll allow that, but you'll obviously have to drop your whip.
Understood. Right. In that case, I will dodge.
Absolutely, you're an
Absolutely.
elf.
Yeah,
That's Ilmarin's favourite skill.
It's not that good.
You are a
Right.
framed fop.
Brain fog. Dodge.
Oh,
Oh, phew.
so
It
8
takes it down
damage.
to maybe 9.
Yes.
9. It'd be 9 damage.
So you
Nine,
take
nine.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Blech. Right.
Obviously, minus your toughness, minus your armor and things. Yeah.
Yeah. What armor?
So
Indeed,
minus
elf.
your toughness, my fragile framed friend.
Indeed. That's right.
Fear the GM. Yeah, I reckon that's about 4 successes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that's Stu's out with.
It's a different world now.
Yeah, I think Jim's given all his guys like 70 weapon skill.
He got fed up again, trolled by us last season.
Let's move on to Dan P. So this one comes at you. He gives it a bit of a "Rah," and he swings.
I'm too short. He's going to miss me. Told you.
Oh, jeez.
You still have to try and do something.
I know. I'll attempt
Back
to.
to
Just in
norm.
case you really fluff it.
Ooh, got a critical hit on him.
Oh, what's
Damaged archery.
Oh, nice. 4 bleeding conditions. Whoa.
oh no.
Can I get stern helmet taken like that? It gives me a little
4
jab. on the
wounds and 4 bleeding conditions. That's gotta hurt.
You move out the way and you nearly fall over, but you stop yourself with your axe. But as you do, he sort of leans towards you and he nicks himself on the blade of your axe. And blood sort of pours and shoots from the neck wound. Yeah.
Hits
And
his
you're
arm.
covered in warm, sticky, oozy blood.
Kazokan! Ah!
Okay. What a bastard. One comes at Aaron. Oof.
I will try to dodge that. Yes!
Oh,
Giacomo's like scared out of it. He
Oh.
pees his pants a little and then he goes, oh, shit.
And last but not least, there's the lad who gets drawn the short straw.
Oh, he has to do a fear test because I'm bigger than him.
And yeah, it's okay. So we'll do the cool willpower test.
It's cool.
Cool.
Main. Do we have cool? Yes, we do. Yeah, he thinks
Oh.
about it and then thinks better of it and sort of staggers back towards where Kernigan's running. Yeah. Okay. Craggy.
I assume the guy who's bleeding is still alive.
Yeah, he's sort of holding his neck
Yeah,
together.
he'll take a few turns to bleed out.
Dan, you've missed some of my many successes.
No,
But
it's not true. You don't have successes.
Yeah.
He's mostly been successful,
Oh, wow.
apart
The
from
elf-
the one guy that ran
I
into
did.
Dan's axe.
Yeah, he ran himself into Dan's axe. And yeah, gave himself arterial bleeding.
Ah! He brings
Okay,
the axe
yeah,
round onto the fella who he just like nicked.
Wow. Well, he sort of tries to stop you with his sword. What minuses does he get?
No, he's just got 2 bleeding conditions. No, sorry, gain 4 bleeding conditions. That's mine. I
I was just seeing what it did.
but I get special abilities when I charge my axe. I don't get them when I'm not charging. I get impact and hack when I charge. Oh, fair play. He's knocked it down by 2, so you take 10 damage.
Okay. I'm saying he's dropping to his knees. That he's still there, but he's about dead. Okay. Last but not least, Marcus. Now, because your one's backed off and shat his pants and run away, you have a choice. You either go for the one on the elf. Well, particularly there's one on the elf because he's got one sort of tangled up in a whip, and then there's one on old Giacomo, and there's one on young Craggy. So which one are you going to go for?
It was the elf that got stabbed, wasn't it? I think
Yeah,
it's
the
only
elf
one
does
that's
look a little bit of a mess, to be
All right.
fair.
I'll help you, Skiddy, and I charge the one that's attacking the elf.
Okay. Oh, I've forgotten how much I enjoy Warhammer.
It's great.
Okay, so I get an advantage for charging, and I outnumber him.
Outnumber him by 50. Fuck's sake.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going to attempt.
Yeah, that's. Don't forget, he gets minus 20 if he tries to parry.
Yeah, he's going to try and dodge it, though, to be fair.
Yeah, he can do that.
Because he don't want to try and dodge that. It might break his arm. Block. It might break his arm. Yeah, he doesn't block.
So that's 34 damage to the head.
How much?
34 damage to the head.
Do you just go?
Have you just hit him? What have you hit him with?
A cutlass.
Okay, yeah, you've cleaved his head in two. If it had got more blades, it'd cut it into about 6. But yeah, it's just in two. Yeah, he drops. So the one in front of you, Steve. In fact, you get covered in even more blood as brains and eyeball and
oh no!
And
I'm going to have to spend all evening in the bath now, aren't I?
Yeah.
Jim likes doing this to elf characters. I'm just letting you know now. You're going to spend most of the series with poo, fish guts, and all sorts all over you.
If you just told everybody that I like doing it to elf characters.
Absolutely.
Shocking. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you're covered in all bits and bobs. Yeah. It's probably the most horrific thing you've ever seen in all your years alive. As this ogre has just completely decapitated and brutalised this bloke's head. Yeah.
The physician will give a little round of applause from the doorway.
He sort of cleaves it, yeah, and he cleaves it that hard that his fist keeps going, and the fist guard of his cutlass sort of goes in as well. So he's cleaved it in two and then punched it as well, and he's ended up with a cleave stroke battered stroke busted stroke bruised sort of face as well. Yeah, that obviously is virtually non-existent because it's all over you. Yeah,
there's no one else.
A little bit of a cool roll.
Yeah,
I'm okay. Yeah, it's pretty hideous, but yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah,
there's no one else in range, is there?
The body though is actually staggering round the dockland. Yeah, as if it still thinks it has its head on top of it for a little bit. Okay, back to the top.
There's no one else in range, is there, Jim?
Yeah, there is. There's the guy who's at the end of the whip, actually.
All right, I will move into where the guy I've just chopped in half is, and I'll step in and hit him.
Okay.
Here comes the pain train.
Ooh, it's only 0 success levels.
Okay, well, he will attempt to dodge. He has already shit himself.
Oh yeah, he gets, I think, minus 10, I think, to fight the source of his... Oh no, that was the other one.
If you're entangled, do you get any...
Oh yeah, you might get minus penalties. I think it's probably minus 20, I'm guessing.
Oh, well, he fails, so... it'll be a -1, wouldn't it?
So 10, 20 damage to his leg.
Ouchie. Okay. Yeah, as he sort of tries to dodge out the way, you sort of you come in with your cutlass and you realise that the whip's in your way, and with the other hand, you sort of pull the whip out of the way, and his leg's entangled in that a bit, and you pulled it that hard that it severed his leg. Yeah, and his leg drops to the floor, and he sort of squeals and drops on the floor with half a leg, like mumbling around. Mumbling. What sort of word is that? Mumbling. I suppose it's when
his nickname will have changed.
Whip.
His nickname will have changed anyway.
Common imperial word in the Empire.
It means to be brutalised by an ogre called Marcus. You've just been mumbled. Okay.
And I'll give the elf a big grin.
I'll give the elf a big cutlass to the face. Okay, right, back to the top. Stu, what are you going to do, being as your two have just been destroyed?
Well, just melted in front of me as this huge wall walked in front of me, ran in front of me, taking everything out as he went along.
Yes.
I think what I shall do is I shall help Giacomo, and I will I'm going to bring forth the winds of magic, and I'm going to cast Dart.
Now, this is what we need. We need some bad failings here. We need.
And suddenly demon.
Yeah, we need
major miscast.
Are you ready? Are you ready? The winds of magic. Oh, what do we got?
Oh shit!
That's
An
pretty good.
overcast. So I could hit 2 targets, can I? Excellent. I think that's what we'll do then. So is that basically I bring forth 2 darts and I can shoot them both at the same, or can I shoot them at different targets?
I think when it says target, I think it means 2 people.
2 different targets.
2 different people.
Yeah.
So I say a load of gobbledygook, and then suddenly this sort of blue light appears next to us, forms into 2 darts, and one fires off at the one in front of Giacomo, and the other one fires off at our fucking noble lord who's put us in this position in the first place.
Okay. So you hit the one with Giacomo, and you do how much? 8 damage.
It's 8, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt a lot, but it
No, and the noble also gets hit, and he squeals.
Is the noble our client? Isn't Johann our client?
Yes.
It was an accident.
Oh, okay.
The chaos winds of magic. I mean, who can explain what happens?
Well, kill him.
Okay. Are you going to shout or do anything, or are you just going to?
I'm going to say, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry."
And you notice that a finger sort of drops from your hair onto the floor. You're not sure how it's got there. He didn't hit any hands, but yeah, that much of a mess was made. Who knows? His fingers shot off his head as he hit him in his face.
Blood.
Aaron.
All right, Giacomo will once again swing his cutlass at what I can only imagine at this point is a terrified pirate who realizes he may have just possibly gotten in a little over his head. Not with me, but with the ogre and the crazy wizard.
Yeah.
I think we make a good team. I'll whip him into submission and you beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll get hit a few times and lure them into a false sense of security, and then Roger's character can just smash the fuckers up.
We can finish him off.
Yeah.
I'll get a marginal success on his left arm, unless he dodges or parries it.
He's going to attempt to protect himself in some way. You attempt to parry. Oh. Change.
What's his test? We both got +1, so what's his skill level?
His skill level is 35.
So he takes the damage, and my skill level's 50.
Ooh, look at me.
It still reduces by 1 though, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, just 7. He just takes 7 points of damage, but he took 8 from the magic bolt earlier. So minus his toughness, of course, and armor.
So that's 7. Okay, 2. Yeah, he's still up.
So I nick him in the arm.
Okay. Dan M, are you still having a sip? You noticed that the elf has took a bit of a slicing. He moved round and cast his arms round and been a bit woo, and cast a couple of darts out. And you notice that
So he seems to
Johan
work.
got hit by one by accident.
Does Johan look in a better shape than the wizard?
He's lying on the floor, rolling round, touching his chest.
All right, I will go and. Are there any? Is he still quite close to an enemy?
I'm gonna go and drink his blood.
Are we talking alive enemies or dead enemies?
Live.
Because there's a couple of dead enemies that are all over the dock. So there is one up, but he's wounded. There's another at the where Craggy is. He looks fairly knackered as well. And then there's two that have been daubed up and down the street.
Okay. Then I will go and assist Johan.
Do you want to make me a roll?
I will. I am making a medicine roll, aren't I?
I want
Yeah,
a super
heal.
fumble right now.
You kill our client before we leave.
Cuts his throat.
Did somebody tell me earlier on that Winds of Magic is out for?
Yeah, it's on the it's on Foundry now.
Cool. No, we'll have to build Stu a powerful enough character to help with the next stage of Watatau to Tao's Town.
Just so he can kill an ogre.
Well, no. Well, long story short, they're a bunch of bastards.
Oh, right.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So the physician puts on his little glasses again and kind of tells him to stand still and says, "Right, lie down. Let's take a look at you."
He's laying down, but he certainly ain't staying still.
Stay still.
Your
Your humours are unaligned. I need to apply this leech here and
it burns.
stop your fussing.
Rolling around like a Tillian football player.
Tillian Blood Bowl player.
I don't think you can dive in Blood Bowl.
So I got an
Tillian
impressive
Blood Bowl
success.
too.
I don't know how many wounds he gets back with that.
It's your intelligence bonus plus your success levels.
For quite a few.
Yeah, he's back to about normal there. You've patched him up quite well. He still insists that it hurts and it burns, and he's dying. Okay, so the two that are still left up. So one is going to have an attack at Craggy because he's there.
And then he'll take some more wounds.
Oof.
Cool.
Well,
Wow, cheese my shit bag.
And then he takes 4 wounds.
Yeah, okay.
Good old bleeding.
And
Yeah, he takes 4 wounds from bleeding.
he falls over and dies. And the last one. Oof. What is the last one going to do? He's certainly going to get as far away from the ogre as he possibly can. Does he attack the wizard, or does he attack the Tillian?
He'd have to pass the fear test to go for the wizard. Because he can't move towards me.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have a quick roll. Is it going to be dwarf or is it going to be Tillian? Okay. He runs at you, Giacomo. And he swings. And he misses.
I'll dodge just to see.
You do get plus 20 for outnumbering, but not with a -4. Ooh.
No, I'm still okay. Still dodged it.
If he adds on the plus 20, technically you.
He's not outnumbered. He's the only one left.
Oh, I thought there was another one in combat with you.
No.
This is the last guy.
What happened to the captain with the pistols?
He went back to his ship.
He left
Him and his
hand for it.
Oh, that's a shame.
We're going to
Those
go
pistols are
sink
worth
his
money.
ship, aren't we?
We're going after him, right?
Yeah,
him and
yeah, we're going to go
Weenie
and sink
Sod's
him and his
illegitimate
ship
son
and all
took
his
off.
pigs.
Is it Craggy next?
Don't eat his pigs.
There is a lot of pigs on the dock in which he sort of ran down.
Should follow the pigs.
Okay.
Start making bacon.
You get down there, and there is quite a large, impressive ship. It is at least double the size of the one that you're travelling on. And
this one.
there is a plank that is being pulled across back onto the ship. Yeah. And he stands at the side and gives out a big ah. And there are a number of men with blunderbusses that are aiming in your direction. Hold it there, lads. Hold it. Hold it. You might hit the wrong ones.
Yeah, take shelter behind the pigs, Jim.
You bastard. I've been letting you go for now, you see. You've passed the test. Yeah, I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you on the seas.
Isn't there still one of them left?
What, one of the men?
Yeah, one of the crew. Isn't there one still fighting Giacomo?
No. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It was Craggy next.
Yeah.
Craggy's going to kill him now, but I mean
he's going to try to.
It's Craggy's go. Yeah, sorry, I didn't.
But now, Craggy, we do outnumber this guy.
Died.
I'm already at maximum advantage at this point,
okay.
So you can still get the +20 for outnumbering.
Oh, can I?
That's not advantage.
Yeah, it's not
+20.
advantage. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll have that as well then. There you go. Did I kill him?
We'll find out in a second.
He's gonna,
Unless he pulls off a 1.
Oh yeah, I'll have to let you do your thing first before I decide whether I need to root. No, he's 25 damage. Is he dead yet?
Yeah, you slashed him in the back, and he sort of falls forward, looking very shocked in Giacomo's direction.
Thank you very much, Captain Stenhelm. Your assistance is greatly appreciated.
Aye, it's the second time today I've helped you.
Indeed. You are a very stout crew.
So how far do I think I could throw something, say, human-sized?
Dowie, perhaps.
A pig, you mean?
You could probably throw him about 20 feet, maybe, could you?
It's like further than a blunderbuss, then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's small and like not ever so heavy.
Boy, you forgot this, and I'll huck a body at them.
Okay. It takes 2 gunners out, two sort of riflemen out as this bloody mess of a corpse sort of gets yacked on, and you hear the retching and vomiting of manfolk on board a boat.
I told you, catapults, easiest way to board a ship.
Giacomo leans down.
I thought you were going to throw Dan onto the boat.
I want him to throw me on the boat. I want to board the enemy ship.
You hear that? He wants me to toss the dwarf.
Yeah,
that's it.
You'll have to toss me.
Giacomo bends down and picks up the finger that fell on the ground. He's like, finger that was bled on an elf's head from an ogre's strike. This may come in handy. And he puts it in his bag with the captain's hands.
What were the guys that we were attacking? Like, what were they carrying?
Okay, so you sort of have a search there, and you get 20 pieces of silver from them, and they got sort of like
pieces of silver each, eh?
Not each.
I said 4 pieces each. 20 divided by 5 is 4.
Yeah. And yeah, they had daggers as well.
Just daggers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll pick up all the daggers and
as well
hand
as
out the money.
Cutlasses, swords.
Oh, okay. I'll pick up all the daggers and cutlasses and stuff them in a sack.
Okay. They add arms and legs as well.
Well, if the ship stays there, I might send them to rejoin their crew.
Okay. So you sort of get back up to and you notice that Mr. Bastard is finished loading his cargo. Well, I'll be ready to set off in the morning.
Excellent. It'll be time for us to go.
It looks like you've
I think
chased
so.
off Mr. Smythe anyway.
I think the town watch will want to know what all that was about.
Well, not down by the dock. They keep themselves to themselves.
Are there any pigs on the dock still, Jim?
Yeah, there's a few left over here. A few strays.
I think a few stray darts, magic darts, might have to take one or two of the pigs out on the way. Maybe one or two fall in the dock. You know.
Do me a favour, then you can do that, but make me 3 rolls just in case
something bad happens.
Yeah,
Bloody bloodthirster.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it to kill a
I am
pig.
too.
Bloodthirster.
Oh Lord, 3 overcasts.
Wow.
I should
That,
killed all 3 of them.
that was close.
You hit a pig with the dart and it does turn into a bloodthirster and devours your soul.
You wanted 3, didn't you? Just thinking.
Yeah, yes, please.
All right. Oh, there we go. I've fluffed one up.
Well, a miscast at least.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, okay, yeah. You toast a few pigs.
excellent. That makes me feel better. And
6
now I'm
in
going to go get a bath.
Okay.
Giacomo's looking around just to make sure there's no witch hunters just happen to be on the docks watching.
Do any of you need a sword? Say, holding a bag full of like blades.
I could do with some money to repair my rapier at some point.
Anyone need a sword? Right.
No, my large friend, I have my own. Thank you.
Right. We'll sell these and split the loot.
Anyway, I'm going back to the tavern to change my accoutrement.
Hey, you've got a little bit of something on.
Oh, it's somebody's eyeball. And I'll sort of
Is all that blood yours?
No, some of it might be though. Look, somebody got me a good one in the chest here. Look.
Do you want
Oh,
me to?
Let me take a look at that really quick. Oh, and Giacomo will get a fingertip
put his
of blood,
finger in it.
and then and put his blood on the inside of the brim of the tricorn hat that he just stole, and then put it on his head.
What
Elf's blood.
crazy
That
bastard.
may be something in the elf's blood. I think yes, I'm fairly certain that I remember reading something about that. Thank you very much, sir.
You're a weird lad.
I have to concur. I mean,
You're stealing people's hands and eyeballs.
Oh, it could be worse. You could be the elf that he's just done it to.
hold on. Did you say hands and eyeballs?
Yes,
Oh,
I do need to
aye.
get some pickling juice. I have to pickle
Can-
these eyes before we leave.
Can I look at those when you're done?
Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic. Anyway, do you,
Yes,
my
yes,
elf
if
friend,
you
do you
could-
wish to have me to have a look at
Yeah,
this?
I could do with some
Right,
herbal
let me-
remedy.
I
Oh,
will,
hang on. Before you go, Mr. Skinny, and I'll just kind of grab part of his robe and wipe the blood off me.
I'm not sure there's any left. Any space left.
Oh, your back was clean. That's why I kind of grabbed that bit.
On my nice blue coat. Mm.
Well, you're going to have it cleaned anyway.
Hey, pointy ears, don't die. He'll steal your hands, and he said he'll boil them and take your bones.
Nice.
But you'll be dead, so it won't matter.
True enough. True enough.
The crazy man witch.
Any of you any good at haggling?
4.
No.
Really?
I mean,
Not really.
37.
I thought it might be a good idea to sell these. Might
So
give us
you seriously at
a few
all,
extra shillings before we go.
Manfred?
Sorry?
Have you healed me at all?
No, let me make a healing roll. Hold on. Donk. Donk. A lot.
Nice.
Excellent.
I think at this point, I'm the only one who's still busted up, and that was from an ogre punch the day before.
Yes.
Did you do a
Mr.
heal roll for
Stragone,
sleeping, Aaron?
I did. I did
Yeah.
not get any
do
wounds back.
do you want me to take a look at that again? I mean, I can really.
That's okay.
Are you sure? It does seem to me that some pressure probably be excessed out, perhaps with a practical application of pressure, say with a needle or a nail.
It's very interesting. I did see Mistress Laveau do some interesting things on the ship. Perhaps, yes, by all means. Let us see what you can do, my friend.
Okay. Oh.
You lot are weird. I'm gonna drink some ale.
I will attempt to relieve the pressure because it was quite a big bulging
Bruise,
bruise, wasn't it? So I'll try and relieve the pressure on it
Humble
by
accidentally
basically.
slams a nail into his brain.
and lobotomy. I've got a reroll though, right?
Oh, please.
Yeah, everybody's got a reroll.
I will use my reroll because that's fucking shocking.
Oh, and yeah, that would be pretty.
Oh, no.
What's your intelligence?
What's your intelligence bonus?
I've got an intelligence of 44.
Okay,
So you still get
still
one win.
plus one win back.
It's only for Aaron, literally the other healing rolls from Fenner.
That was quite painful, but very educational. I thank you so much.
I'd love to take a look at those fingers when you're done with them. It's good practice.
But I planned on boiling the hands to take all the flesh and muscle off, just so I can have the bones. But you're welcome to look at them before that.
Oh yes, please. I'll be fascinated to examine some of the tendons.
If you want to look at some body parts, there are some still out there on the dock.
No, they don't. They do not do. Will do nothing for me. I needed the body of Captain Ogwald.
Oh no,
And
I meant Manfred. If he wants to look at tendons.
Oh, thank you. Maybe.
I think I pulled one of their legs off. That's probably still got some.
Again.
Well, they were trying to kill Skinny.
They were. And I do thank you.
That's all right. Cheers for use of your rags.
Yes.
Somehow I'm quite clean. I'll say brushing down my uniform.
So you go and get rid of your swords that you have. So we had five
daggers and five hand weapons.
But yeah, 5 cutlasses. How much is that on page?
I don't think we'll get as much for them.
Oh no!
I think they're like a gold each for a hand weapon.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah, 1 gold each for a hand weapon.
And 16 shilling for a dagger.
Okay, I'm going to say you get offered 20 shillings for the whole lot, because they are a bit battered, and you do notice as you pull them out, there is still a hand attached to one of them. Yeah, and they are, they're not in the best of nick.
Still, another 4 silver each.
Yeah, I'll have sold them and handed out the loot.
Okay. So as you settle down for your last night in Marienburg before you sail away,
could I go back to the leather store while I'm there? I want to buy myself an hat.
Okay. Yes, you can have a hat.
I think they're 8 shillings.
A leather skull cap.
Yeah, you'd be the other thing. You can have a.
Can I spend more and get a nice fancy hat?
You could spend 15 shillings.
I don't have 15. I've got 12.
You got 20. Didn't you have 20 to start with?
No.
You could have a more like nicer one, yeah, but it would cost you 10 shillings.
I kind of want like a pirate hat type thing, but a leather one.
I would like to try and get the rapier.
It's like a leather mate's hat.
I was more thinking like a tricorn or bicorn.
Oh, that'd be a lot more expensive.
All right, I'll just get a regular one, for then I'll save up and get.
Okay, yeah. You could get quite a nice little sort of felt sort of velvety tricorn for.
That's why you steal the battered tricorn of a pirate captain who hung at dawn, because there's things about that.
Don't think it'd fit me.
No, I know. I'm just
Casually
messing
balanced
about
on
with
the corner.
Giacomo's weirdness.
Okay, you get your hat. You head back to you're all in the tavern. You're having a drink, and you notice there's a mist slowly growing off the floor.
Giacomo got a jar from the innkeeper, and he's a pickling jar, and he's pickling the eyeballs of Captain Ogwald.
He's your friend, he is. And the mist is about sort of ankle deep.
Well, Captain Stunhelm, it looks like our undead friends are coming back.
And in the distance, you can hear a noise.
Is it some kind of jingling of chains?
Jangle, jangle, jangle. Jangle, jangle, jangle. Try. Jangle, jangle. Jangle, jangle, jangle. Try. And it's getting close.
Oh, not these guys again.
Get ready for some trouble. Are we in the tavern?
Yes.
The moment, then?
Yeah.
The common room.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to get behind the bar.
Okay. So I'd be on the bar.
Yeah, basically.
Getting some booze, I like it.
Yeah, I'll hand out some booze. Well,
it seems like it is just right outside the bar. And suddenly the door slams shut. And on the back as well, on your side of the door, just is the word book. Looks like it's written in blood, and it's just dripping down the door itself.
Oh, very funny, Giacomo.
Well, that was not me.
No, I've seen you messing around with the blood.
Are they after my book again?
I'll look at Manfred. Is it some kind of treasure map?
No.
What is it then?
It's got the location of the treasure of Ogwald.
Shut up.
What? That's got the treasure on.
Oh, Jesus.
Say, pointing at the door.
Is there anyone else in the bar, Jim?
Oh, I imagine
Yeah, there's a few people, yeah.
Do you know what I'm thinking? When we get him on the boat, he might have to walk the plank. The sooner we get on this boat and out of here, the better, I think.
Indeed, I think you're correct.
Oh. I've lost the book.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
No. I had it earlier on.
Smite that bastard.
Oh, that's why he was happy to sail off. Of course.
No, I've got it here, really. I was just having you all on.
I'm going to punch him. In fact, I'm not going to punch him. Whatever I happen to have in my hand, a wine glass, bottle of wine, whatever it happens to be, I'm going to hit him with it.
Well, he's quite a bit away from me, so you'd have to throw it at him.
I'll throw it at him, though, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Ballistic skill test.
Yeah, what would be just basic skill, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, just your ballistic.
Yeah, just a ballistic skill.
ballistic skill. Yeah.
I've
Marginal
missed it,
failure.
which is probably for the best.
Use a fortune point to hit him.
No, I'm not.
This wine bottle flies, just whizzes past his head and smashes against the wall behind him. Oh, it was a joke. It was a joke. I've got it here. Look, here it is. Look, it
You're quite. That's very clever, my friend.
there.
Very funny.
Sorry, my hand slipped.
You're very violent for an elf.
What? Not me. That wasn't me at all. I don't know what you're talking about. It was this gentleman here, and I'll point at the barman, and I'll hand him a bottle of wine, basically, from his own bar.
He just looks rather shocked. He's more. Normally, he'd be. You've met this man before. He's quite an angry man, and he'd be ready to fight with someone who's like got to be involved in something like this. But he just seems overly sort of took by what the Tillian is doing with a jar in the corner of his bar.
Heckling some eyeballs.
Yeah.
What have I got myself into?
Is he going to be eating those? Is that why he's
running
pickling
through the
them?
door.
No, my ogre friend. No, you see,
Lads,
Mr. Slovo.
lads, we ought to go now.
Oh yes, indeed. Let us leave.
Oh, Captain Bastard.
So let's go.
Where is he?
He's just run through the door. He's there. Come on, quick, we need to go.
Why?
There's some strange happenings.
Indeed, let us go then. We are better off on the ship, my friends.
Right. Okay.
Somebody keep a close eye on our friend Johan.
I pick him up.
That is very close. I think that is a good idea. Yes.
Okay.
Like the baby he is.
And you, so there's this plank, yeah, that leads across to your ship, and Bastard runs across it as though it's as wide as like a river, yeah. And then the next of you, those of you that go behind the ogre notice that this plank nearly bows until the actual water itself. It just holds itself as he sort of crosses it. And you're all on the ebon ship as it, I forget what you call it now. It gets rid of its ropes.
Set sail.
Yeah. And
Casts off.
Cast off
cast
the moorings.
that's the one.
Yeah.
And you sail off into the night.
Ready for the undead pirate boat to attack us. I like it.
And
Or
Once
the pig boat.
once we're actually sailing off, then I'll put him down.
okay. And as you gaze back at the lights of Marienburg, you wonder what will come in the future and what the gods of the seas have planned for you. And we'll call it there for this week. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It was fun. Good to be back in the old world again. I'm Jim. These are my players. And before we go anywhere, what have we got coming up tomorrow?
I don't know what's coming up tomorrow, UK time. Does anybody else?
I don't
Don't
think there's
think we
anything
are.
happening.
We
in UK
haven't got
time.
anything.
I do know that tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Pacific or Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, absolute middle of the night if you're in Europe, I believe 2 a.m. You can catch some Octoon Cthulhu, Shadows of Atlantis, while we are coming very close to finishing off this campaign. And then, Jim, if you'll indulge me, on Friday, if you want to check out The Lollygaggers, a friend of the Garblags channel, at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, once again in the middle of the night in Europe, I will be running some more of Modifius's 2D20 Conan Age Untrained.
How's that going, Aaron? Is that any good?
I'd like to think it's going pretty well. I think people are enjoying it.
You're enjoying the system and everything.
I do. I love this. I like the system a lot. It's one of Modifius's first 2D20 systems, so it's a little more complicated than what you find, say, in Octoon Cthulhu, and it's more complicated than I think what they're going to put out when they do Cohorts Cthulhu, which is going to be their own medieval fantasy IP, which comes out later this year.
Oh,
But
cool.
yeah, we're having a really good time with it.
Me and Stu are big fans of Conan.
Love Conan. Absolutely.
Check it out.
Love.
There's a character. There's a session 0 character creation, and there's 2 sessions so far. We're going to do the 3rd session tomorrow. They are in a party being held by the high priestess Setenepre of Set, while they're trying to find a way into a hidden temple
Cool.
in the city of Zamora. And then next
Cool.
week on Garblag, I think on Tuesday we'll be back for more Coriolis with Millie before our ship gets sunk on Wednesday.
Indeed. But yes, I would like to thank you all for watching. Thank you, Non-Anomaly, for all the rerolls. That was brilliant. Yeah, I believe I even succeeded at something. Nearly mangled a mouth. Yeah, quite happy with that. And yeah, thank you to my players for just being great. And we'll see you all next week.
Thanks, Jim.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Bye, folks.